So let's waste time on TS. I didn't watch this, but the title sounds hilarious.
Yeah, rant about the school system. Come on, we love these rants.
Yeah, so this should be some.
I hope he threatens to, or has some good vague threats. You know what I mean? Against former staff, teachers.
Hello, everyone.
Maybe some hard R's in here,
Today I
sprinkled
wanna
in.
rant about the school
Knights, I
system
fucking hate
because,
this.
like, I see how different it is. Of the
Some
school
screams.
system
Some
against
Raiders
when
of the
I
Lost
was-
Ark screams.
When I was a kid, like, when I was a kid,
Those
I respected my
screams were so
teachers. I
good.
mean, did I ever misbehave? Maybe a few times, but like, you know, it's normal.
I don't know.
Merch
Anyways,
when?
I really want to tell you all that
I don't know. I'll look
I
into
found out why certain
Maybe we can put his
times,
face on.
schools
Sure.
don't certain times why schools
We'll sell
don't,
T-shirts with all of our people's faces on them.
punish kids.
Rocco,
correctly.
TS, Pickles.
So
Drive
this
them all
is what
insane.
I see. Entire screen. What the hell?
Chet is huge in Japan T-shirt.
Okay. But anyways,
No, but it says
let's
the,
do
Chet,
this.
the.
Teachers. Okay, let's see. So it says state guidelines
What
for
is
new laws
this?
on discipline. We are writing you today to regarding
Where did he
implementing
dig
new
this
laws
up?
regarding disciplinary practices. I share that all students, particularly African American students and others,
Is that what it is? Is he just gonna? Is this like new
in the
thing?
suspension statistics?
Is this just because the black kids are just going
These are the
nuts
school
and just
environment
like
that
beating
fosters
the
their
shit out of
emotional
everyone
well-being and academic
and just
success.
like too
Well,
dangerous to
here's
like
my
be
opinion.
housed
No,
in
if you're a
normal
shitty
schools?
kid, you don't deserve success. You don't deserve anything. You made that choice, you suffer. Simple as that, you know? I was a good kid, and I wish people would just have that no-nonsense mentality everyone else, you know? I mean, I don't care if the student is traumatized, you know? If you're traumatized and you misbehave, you still suck as a person.
Wow, he is just unforgiving. Listen to that.
You still suck as a person. You know? Like, it's just dumb. Like, I really don't care. And any school suspension with willful defiance in grades kindergarten through 8th grade. In 2013, the legislature approved Bill 440, which prohibited suspensions on willful disrespect or discipline grounds for students in grades kindergarten through 3. That's stupid. Suspension for
He's
willful
so
slightly
angry.
decreased upon passage of this measure.
Just something that doesn't affect him at all.
No, and he's never gonna have kids.
Oh, look at that paragraph. It removes students from the learning environment. It has a disproportionate impact on African American students and students with
What-
disabilities. Jeez,
It's
why,
like,
why does it have a disproportionate impact on African American students? Why? I wonder why.
Yeah, maybe because they're the ones that are causing all the problems. and
they're
getting
they're
kicked
the
out.
ones that like is why these laws are being put. This law is being put into place to begin with. That's
Like,
funny that
it's
TS
crazy.
so TS like supports this. Then
Of course. You made the law. Of course it's going to be that way.
I guess.
The leader expanded its probation students in grades 4 through 8 through the Senate. That is fucking stupid. Students of color, students with disabilities, and lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and asexual students are more likely to spend for low-level subjective offensive for fines. Well, I understand, but like your job is to make sure your teacher isn't biased. Okay, that's what it is.
I don't think he understands the bill and what it is.
Yeah, what?
You
Excuse
should
me.
really make sure your teacher isn't biased. You know, it should be against the law for them to.
I don't know. He hasn't really been doing that. He's stopped it. Which it's supposed to be Tourette's. You can't control it. You'd figure doing a 17-minute video, especially when he's getting all riled up, he'd drop an N-bomb or two. But
Yeah, be dropping them.
I don't know.
Do it because there are certain races, you know, or just certain sexualities. But anyways, it's just dumb. Homework for students suspended for 2 more days.
Dude, that girl in Missouri literally killed that other girl. I don't know if that other girl's dead
No,
yet.
she's not dead, but she has like brain damage in her skull.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that's.
okay.
But that girl's gonna be charged as an adult.
Yeah, as she should. I'm sure she's old
times
enough. at
issues,
this
I
point.
agree.
I mean, what difference does it make? It's not like
Like,
she
you
wouldn't do that
can't-
if she were an adult.
If
You
you're
know what I
white,
mean?
yeah, if you're white, you cannot send your kids to public schools around blacks. You just can't. You just can't. For the love of God, for their safety, you can't. You never like they don't. They're
State
unfucking
intent
predictable.
of
They'll
the
just fucking
registration
kill
act,
you.
or terms of suspension or expulsion may be imposed against people whose parent, tardy, or
It is what it
otherwise
is
absent
at
from
this
school
point.
activities.
It's just survival.
Instead of suspension support, the superintendent of the school district or principal is encouraged to provide alternatives to suspension or expulsion using the research.
Yeah, public schools are just like teaching the dumbest kid. Like it dumbs everyone down to the stupidest level, so they,
age appropriate,
Common Core math.
And designed to address the correct people's specific behavior as EC, which includes restorative justice practice, trauma-informed practice. Oh, trauma! I
Based,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Which is really ironic, seeing as how he's constantly
Yeah.
going on about his own childhood trauma and how it still affects him.
So
I don't. Is he doing like a heel turn or something? Is he like?
I don't know.
Is he
It's a
becoming
new thing.
the good bad guy?
can't behave well.
It's this Joker arc.
If you have trauma and you can't behave well, you fucking suck as a person. Just saying.
Wow.
You suck as a person. You know what I mean? Because guess what?
Doesn't
I
he
have
have
this
drama?
TS, just say it. Just say it.
Yeah, just say it, dude. You say it all the time anyway. You know what I mean? But just say it. Just say what you like. What everybody knows.
Here yet, I'll still
They, them, the youth, teenagers. You know, they have many. They go by many names.
Oh, I saw.
Them.
There was one really funny one I saw.
Them, they, youth, teenagers.
SUV driver was one I saw. Today.
SUV driver. They go by many names.
Are you still in Jake's?
Jake's
chat?
No, I never was.
Uncle Bud.
Oh, BBC. Oh, yeah, them.
Okay, well that makes sense. I can see
Hitler's a mod. Hello, hooray!
Jake's poaching our viewers.
Jake's mod happy tonight. He just wants all of us to be mod. He has no idea what he's letting in.
Fuck Michael Ray Bauer.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Everybody be mods. Please don't ban anyone. Probably shouldn't do anyone but us then, bud.
I really think that people need to be suspended sometimes.
Sometimes they need to be killed.
Beat up. By him.
But even with non-bi behavior, the student's still in the class. Like, I'm sorry.
It's too bad we can't comment on it, because I'm pretty sure he has this like muted on his channel. He used to be like, base take, actually, Jake. His name's Jake too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's really messed up. I mean, seriously though. But anyways, teachers don't pass on student using bathrooms. Okay, let me just look at this first. Can a teacher get into trouble if the teacher puts their hands on a student? It totally depends on the situation. I have put my hands as a gesture of comfort. Wait, really? What do you mean in a friendly manner? What are you talking about? I didn't become abused because my teacher hugged me.
Huh?
That's pathetic. That's really fucking pathetic.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
That's pathetic.
Retrospective Jay takes the red pill.
Hey.
How pathetic.
No, dude.
I'm sorry, you know. You should know that this
retrospective or TS is like one of those. He did start browsing poll. He would actually become a shooter.
Yeah.
Or if he like, you know what I mean?
He's so close anyway, you know what I mean? He doesn't need much to
isn't okay.
get him there, you know?
You should know that this is not okay. Like, you're pathetic.
Silent.
Just sitting there.
Okay.
Stewing.
What do you
Stewing
mean
in
by
anger.
friendly touching? I still need people to understand. I mean, if you're constantly touching them and not caring about
getting off track here, dude. Go back to the fucking.
I mean, like, even when I was a kid, I did have a hall pass and I didn't mind using it, but unfortunately,
my
4th grade teacher
I got a hall pass and I'm not afraid to use it.
was kind of different.
what?
She didn't let me use the bathroom because she said, we're managers.
What?
What? Dude, he's so fucked up in the head. It's really good. It's great. I like it. I like it a lot.
His teachers wouldn't let him use the bathroom?
Nah, dude, fuck it.
And
No,
it's a shitty
you can't
excuse
use the
because,
pot.
like,
You can't
in
use the
college,
bathroom.
You're also a
dude.
manager, and yet you don't get to. And yet you get to use the bathroom whenever you want. Like, you don't even have to ask. It's just dumb. It's weird how that works.
Yeah, really weird. What
Anyways,
is he talking about? So nuts.
What's this?
Jake just added SSI to his block list. What, like anyone bringing up SSI?
Oh, it's funny. You can see that.
What
And,
else
like,
is
as
what
a
else
mod-
is on there?
Yeah, what else? What other words does he have?
Like, some teachers
X
are
videos?
bad.
That would be funny if X videos
But
was.
there are
Also,
also
video.
but they're also bad kids.
We can probably get, honestly, we could probably get free press with just retards if we, or not, like, if we just went in there when he's on with, like, Bob Levy and just as a mod, and he'd be like, hey, Bob Levy, these are tards on deck, my friends. That'd be so, like,
Do you know
BBC,
that,
BBC, if you ever wanted to go in and get introduced to Bob Levy,
or Shuley,
if you ever, or Shuley, if you ever want that trip, like,
dude, they have a whole. It's kind of funny. Like they have a whole show where they just make fun of Stuttering John. That's like
yeah,
their
a lot of people do now.
Yeah, that's like their whole thing. They have a whole stream dedicated to just basically doing
Stuttering
what we
John.
do, but with Stuttering John.
That's great. No,
Yeah.
a lot of people do.
Yeah, no, it's
Stuttering John is
pretty
the
awesome.
butt of a lot of jokes now.
Defending
Because he
Caillou.
threatens.
Hello.
Oh no. This show's
So
for
today
like
I want to defend
4-year-olds.
the show Caillou. I know a lot of people hate that show because it's
Oh, he's bonking.
Because they're over the age of 5.
Yeah, dude. Because it came out and I was already fucking like 12.
Caillou was spoiled in the show, but like let's be honest with ourselves. Is he really spoiled or is he just acting like a 4-year-old boy?
Why do you
I
care?
think it's the latter. Because like he does have some good qualities to him, you know?
He made a video
He has some
defending
good
Barney.
qualities, like,
Nice.
But I want to explain to you what his parents do that is actually right. They redirect him, and at first he's upset, but you know, guess what? They validate his feelings because it's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. But guess what? You know, he calms down.
It's okay to act like Pikachu and spit on your teacher.
Yeah, to
And
bite
guess
them.
what? You know,
Bite them.
he learns new experience. I think the
Whatever.
more he learns,
Freak
the
out.
more he's gonna
It's
learn
okay to freak out.
be open-minded, and the more he's open-minded, the more he's gonna learn to not you know, complain as much, you know? I mean, like, another thing I have to say is, like, you know, many people expect kids to just be happy, but, like, it really shouldn't be all happy. Like, this is the reality of raising a kid. Like,
dude.
You know, with 3 years old.
Yeah, no, I know about the Dabbleverse. I know about it. They're all like, I can't even watch them to like try to make fun of them because it's so fucking boring.
You know, Anyways, another thing I have to say.
Remember,
is,
I said Mersh. Mersh knows
has
about the
empathy.
Dabbleverse.
Despite
Oh,
being
is
a
that-
spoiled brat,
He brought it up
has
in a video I
empathy
watched, and I was like, no
because,
fucking way Mersh
you
knows
know,
about this shit.
there was one time where he and Leo slept over, and Leo didn't have his Spider-Man
Jake, he just looks so drugged out.
pajamas, and he was upset about that, which is reasonable to be upset about.
Drugged up, talking about Caillou.
Really upsetting when
Yeah,
you're,
he's
like, a
just
little-
like he's on edibles and like a bunch of like fucking antipsychotics. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's talking about fucking Caillou.
I'm gonna make a video defending Caillou. Hold
like,
up.
just yeah.
kid, and these are your favorite pajamas. You know. I think there's
Yeah,
some-
Yeah,
faded
go-
than a hoe.
I think a lot of people
Go
need
to the
think
gym,
about is
Jake. Go to the
what they were
gym.
like when they're 4, before their parents disciplined them. You know. I mean.
Go ride a stationary bike.
Anyways, you know what Caillou did? He actually gave his pajamas, his dinosaur pajamas, to him, and just
So he's watching
Hysterical
Caillou.
You know, that was a really kind thing. That is
Yeah.
empathy.
So he's watching Caillou
Saying
and
how
breaking
people
down
say,
the
"This is what
episodes,
empathy."
dude.
That's not true. Caillou does, and he's spoiled. But anyways,
Who is saying? Where is he seeing people say
I
that
guess
he's
another thing
spoiled?
I have to say is like,
Probably
You know?
another place where weirdos congregate to
Yeah,
talk
probably
about
some
children's
weirdo
media.
fucking place,
Yeah.
some weird fucking Telegram group chat.
maybe his parents punish him off screen. Like maybe
Yeah, they punished him
They
off screen. Just
do
fucking
timeouts.
don't
You
think
know,
that
I mean,
deep
but
of a.
I just want to tell you all, redirecting is discipline. That's what they do most of the time with Caillou, and it works. You know. But anyways,
But anyways,
but
yeah, I'd probably fuck him.
I think
Bye.
most people who love Caillou are old school parents.
God.
Yeah,
Like honestly though, they're old school parents because you know they thought that they were better as kids. But like the real truth is that
You could put like like the music behind it, like Arabic, like
Yeah.
Middle Eastern kind of sounding
Yeah.
music. These are my
Yeah.
demands.
yeah.
just dump over it.
which they don't want to admit is that really they were scared of their parents with them spanking them. You know, that's not respect. That's fear. You know, and another thing I want to say is it's sad how people just expect kids to behave because like it's kind of hard to behave sometimes as a little kid.
Okay.
It's sometimes hard, and
Okay, buddy. Okay.
and I'm just glad Caillou's being acknowledged for it, you know? So,
Right on,
again,
dude. I guess sure.
I don't think Caillou is spoiled. I think he's just a typical 4-year-old boy.